Gulf African Bank is the first bank in Kenya to be fully compliant with Sharia law. The bank works on Islamic principles such as the ban on charging interest, and it is gaining popularity among Kenya's many Muslims and non-Muslims too. Kathy Maitani has that story for us from Nairobi.
This branch of Gulf African Bank is in a neighborhood of Nairobi known as Eastleigh. Here, Abdi Sahal is withdrawing money from his account. Many of Eastleigh's residents are Muslims who moved here from Somalia. Sahal says he and his neighbors are happy they no longer have to do business at conventional banks or hide their money in their homes.
طبعاً والسؤال مهم حقيقياً واحد جرا ما أنا لهين مركي هوري إسلي ما لهين.
Really, Eastleigh has not had an Islamic bank before. We are a Muslim community in Eastleigh. We did not like to have business transactions with other banks because they have interest. When this bank came, we felt great.
Gulf African Bank is fully Sharia compliant, the first bank in Kenya to qualify. That means the bank does not charge interest. Its products and services comply with Islamic law. Islamic banks do not lend cash to their customers. Rather, they supply customers with the assets they need. Najmul Hassan is the CEO of Gulf African Bank.
Instead of giving you a lending, the bank would say, fine, you want to buy a house, we could do a partnership with you. We will become your partner, buy a house. You want to buy some raw material for your factory, we would buy that and sell it to you on a deferred payment.
Hassan explains that the house, car, or other assets are co-owned by the bank and the customer until the customer repays the loan. Built into the price of an asset is a small percentage that the Islamic bank refers to as profit, not interest. Customers with accounts at the bank receive a share of the bank's profits according to a prearranged formula. Gulf African Bank and other Islamic banks do not finance goods or services considered immoral, including consumption of alcohol and gambling. Scholars representing different Islamic schools of thought sit on the bank's Sharia board. Islamic banks are gaining a foothold in Kenya with non-Muslims too. Fatia Mabub works at the Eastleigh branch.
Without even us advertising, at times they just come. We open almost 10, 15, 20 accounts in a day. So they just feel like we belong here.
For CEO Hassan, banking any other way is not an option.
Be conscious of God. If you are conscious of Him, you will always not, try and see what's my gain in it. What's in it for me every time. Maybe there's nothing in it for me. But what is in it for me is the fact that I'm conscious that I personally am trying to do something good and God is looking at me.
Kathy Maitani for VOA News, Nairobi.